This video is on cleaning your in-the-ear hearing aid, and in front are four styles of in-the-ear, from the larger in-the-ear all the way down to the completely in the canal. Cleaning essentially is the same for all of them. We just have a smaller package on the in the canal, and I will use this canal aid as the example. But we have the outside where we have the little battery door, and in your kit, and if you don't have one, we'd be glad, we've got many of them at the office, but there's a little brush, and then on the other side is what's called a wax loop, if you can see that, just a little wire loop. But keeping the outside, keeping the microphones brushed off, whether there's one or two, keeping those brushed off. And what you'll find on the outside also is there's usually a vent that goes all the way through that instrument, inside to outside. And that might get some debris in it, keeping that cleaned out with the little wire loop, using it and using your brush if you need to, if things are on there a little bit more stubborn. But if you get into the habit, best habit you can get into is when you take your hearing aids out at night, use a cloth, use a tissue just to wipe things off, okay? And everything is nice and moist, easy to come off of there, but no wet washcloths, no alcohol or anything to clean things with, just a nice dry cloth or tissue. And then we actually use old toothbrushes in the office, and a little more aggressive than what these small brushes, but the brush works fine. You may find on some of the instruments, on the newer ones, there's a little white filter that is in one of the holes on the inside. That's a wax protection. That is something that typically needs to be replaced at least every couple of weeks. Depending on the ear, you can go as much as a month to keep things from with things getting dirty. But in your kit, or if you don't have them, there's a little package of white filters, or a white package of filters with little black sticks in it. Okay, and what you have there is a new filter on each one of those sticks. So to get the old filter out, there's the top side that has just a little point on it, and you're going to use that to stab into the middle of the old filter and pull that old filter out. Flip that over, take the new filter, push it down into the opening, and pull the stick out. Push on it, be sure it's in there, but that's how you change that little wax filter. Very handy to have that wax filter, in that no moisture wax can get down into the speakers. So that saves hundreds of dollars in repair down the road. But so wiping it off, brushing it off. Some people, and I've left a Q-tip here, some people will use a Q-tip to wipe things with. The warning I will give you about a Q-tip is people will use it in the battery compartment. And wiping the door out is okay as long as you are careful taking the battery out. But wiping the door out is okay. It's never do you put it down into the electronic side of that aid. What'll happen is the contacts will grab that cotton, you'll pull on it, and you will bend those contacts, and almost impossible to fix in the office. That's usually something we have to send in for. So you can do a lot of damage with a Q-tip. So preferably, just like you're not supposed to put them in your ears, don't put them in your hearing aids. Okay? If you need filters, if you have any questions, cleaning tools, anything, please don't hesitate to call the office or come by. We'll answer any questions that you have.